Oh my god, that didn't work. I forgot to reset everything. So normally it should be looking like this. Since we got rid of all the things that I had, I forgot to just reset the positions for all of those things. So what we're gonna do now, you see that everything is dark over here. Nothing it's in right now. And I'm starting everything from scratch using Lumia, how to set up your streams. So the most annoying thing you're gonna find out is that you have a lot of background noise, and you can actually tell that because my computer is like very close to me, and you can hear that background noise. I know that my microphone was not muted when I was going on it, but yeah, that's why you were hearing me breathing over here. So the first thing is to actually get rid of that microphone thing. I'm gonna have to share my screen over here in a second. Let me bring add source, display capture, and we already have that. There it is. Good. So now I can share my screen, and I'm gonna bring everything here so you guys can also see it. So these are my tabs from my OBS at the bottom. Let's just have Lumia and the background over there. And if I'm not talking, you're gonna see that I still gonna have some noise in my microphone over here, up to minus 25 decibels. So an easy fix to do that, we're gonna go and we're gonna add a filter. The best filter that I'm using, and is the only one that I'm using on my microphone. I know that people can use different kind of effects on them, but the only thing that I am doing, I'm just doing the noise suppression filter, and I'm using my CPU to actually remove that noise. You can also do it with the NVIDIA plugin if you do have an NVIDIA chipset, and you have it over here. Where is it? NVIDIA audio effects or noise suppression, and I think it should show over here as well, but I don't think I have it installed. So I'm just gonna go with this one, and now if I'm not talking, I'm gonna go all the way to 0, so you're not gonna hear me what I'm doing. How are you doing, Google? Welcome, Paula. We're not having anything. We deleted all the effects, all the commands, all the Twitch points, channel points, extension, everything. We're gonna go on this stream and actually add those things up, including all my connections, because right now you're gonna see if I'm placing my camera on top over here, I'm in the darkness. Nothing, you cannot see anything. No lights are open because all the connections are closed. And if I go on Lumia, you're gonna see on the connections, I just have the streaming platforms, and that's it. No commands, no the default chatbot commands, no Twitch points, no Twitch extension, no kick points, and absolutely no alerts. Everything gets turned off and removed completely. I don't forgive you. We want fancy stuff. We'll see what we can cook up on this stream. I'm not gonna promise that we're gonna create the best stream ever over here, but we're gonna try to do as much as we can on one stream. So let me bring also the other camera that I have here. I have two cameras set up right now. So I'm just gonna place them here. So you can see my screen over here, and you can see what I'm doing on the screens as well. So microphone setup, it's fine. The next thing is we want some light, right? So after you go into your app and install all of your lights and connect them to your Wi-Fi. I'm not going to go through that over here. Well, actually, I'm going to have to go through that over here because I have to actually do them from scratch. So I have two whiz bulbs that lights up on top of me. So I'm going to go with whiz lights over here. And after a while, I'm going to find both of my bulbs over here. And apparently they're not the one that I'm searching for. That's just one over here. This one is from my other room. There we go. So I just want these two. I know them by the name. This one is a different one, which is in my other room. So if I click next and refresh, those will gonna turn purple because my default state, it's also default. So we're gonna go through that as well, but we're gonna go through all the connections first. So at least we're having like a pink color over here. We're gonna add another connection. We're gonna be my hue lights, and I'm gonna press the button. And after I'm pressing the button, I'm having a hue light strip that needs to be added as well. And this will gonna show in the background after a refresh. You see over here, it's the hue light strip. I'm gonna turn everything pink first. Hi, Sap. Welcome, UI Thinker. After that, we're gonna go with my Govee. So I'm gonna go with Govee Cloud because we want some cool effects. And here it requires you the API token. Fortunate for me, I think I still have it on my, let me grab a different browser and search my email. I'm gonna place this on a different screen, so I'm not sharing any private emails with you guys. But actually we can actually go and request one from scratch because that's gonna be also interesting for you guys to see, right? Let's do that because you can go through this tutorial over here, and I'm gonna bring my phone screen up. Oh, it has just 8% battery life, so I hope it's lasting enough. So I'm bringing my phone and I'm going into Govee. No background music, we don't have anything. We're gonna go and add also song requests and everything else, but stick with me for now. Did your new strip come yet? Yes, I have it. It's on my bed over there. I'm gonna test it tomorrow. What can I tell about? I have the Govee Rope 1, and I just bought the Govee Rope 2. And what I can say from the start, it's twice as flexible, and it comes with some metal, how they call clips that are just two, and you can bend it as on what shape you want, and it actually holds that shape really good. So you can do like very sharp corners if you want to. So I'm in the Govee app over here, and we're gonna look at a tutorial. I'm gonna have to click on the settings. Can you go move to the left side over here? There we go. So I already have them connected. If you do not have them connected to your Wi-Fi, I strongly recommend you to do so because you're gonna make it to be from a normal light to a very, very fast light. So over here, you're gonna have LAN control, and on LAN control, you have the API near to it. If you click that, it shows you how many are supported. You can find all of the devices that are supported over here. So I would recommend just buy the ones that do have a LAN connection. I'll tell you why afterwards. Okay, so we're gonna go, and where is it? Wi-Fi, Alexa, LAN control. Let me scroll here. So, oh, it's on About Us. All right. So go back from here. They changed a bit the design from it, so I think I have to go on my profile over here, and then settings, and then about us. And do we have the API over here? Been a while since I did that. It definitely changed. So about us, apply for API key. App version, I don't have API key over here on the about. Oh, there it goes. It's before. So you're just going into the settings. They moved it to apply for API key right over here. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to say name, reason of application, and then click done. Agree and submit. Unfortunately, I'm not going to share you the token that I'm getting, because then everybody of you can actually insert that token inside, and then they can control my lights, and I don't really want to do that. So I am going back on my, not this one. Oh, I have two of them. All right. No, I didn't. Okay. So I'm going to place it to get the one that I got it from the email that I just received, I guess. Let me check. Yeah, Govi API, your API, new API key. It's this. I think it's long enough so you guys cannot see it. But just to be sure, I'm going to make this one a lot smaller. Well, apparently I cannot make it. I think it will not going to. Well, I'm going to move it away. Yeah, it's not going to hide it. So I'm placing my API over there. And now I have my neon rope. And I want my small smart curtain lights. I have also a strip and also a cob strip light, but I'm not going to use those for this stream. So after I'm clicking refresh, did they turn on? Govi, it's okay. Let's go and set to default. This color, we can increase it. Well, we definitely can increase the purple. So from what I have been told, is everything connects via Wi-Fi? Yes, everything connects via Wi-Fi. I'm so excited to see this. Well, I am not, because I am nervous right now. There's so many things to do to actually connect everything on the stream. So yeah, we're gonna take a bit. So apparently these two things didn't really connect. So let me go in again and refresh. And for some reason, those are not up. Let me see if I have a connection with them from the phone. So I can bring my phone up. Oh, I removed it. And see if I can actually control them via the app. So yeah, as you can see over here, oh no, that they turned Wi-Fi back to normal. They were showing red. So right now I closed them and I opened them and absolutely nothing happened. And let's see why. Let's place a color. Let's place a red color. And then they turned on. So I think I do not have them. Oh, I know why. Because on my settings over here, I excluded the Govi lights. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why afterwards. So let's not exclude it for this one now. Also my rope over here and also the curtain lights are opened and shown. Okay, next one. Next one will gonna be my what? Let's go with Nanoleaf. So Nanoleaf gonna be a bit trickier As well, you have to go into the app and set the Wi-Fi connected to a 2.4 gigahertz of Wi-Fi network. And then you're going to have to manually go and push the button. After like 5, 6, 7 seconds, they're going to be shown over here that it's in pairing mode. And then click next, and you should refresh. Is there a way to connect and control via USB port on PC? With Lumia, I don't think we are having any lights that you can actually connect and control with USB. I have just one left over here that it's missing, and that's my light effects. Yeah, I know I have a lot of them. And now I have my email address. And my password. And that's incorrect. And that is correct. So we're gonna authorize Lumia. And as well, connection successful. And we're gonna have basically all my lights activated. The light strip is here. I have the IP address for it. I'm gonna click next and refresh. All my lights will gonna turn down, and also this one on the top where my shark is gonna be turned on. This is not all the lights that I have. So I'm gonna go and add Razer. Well, not Razer. It's Razer. Razer is for my keyboard, and Corsair. Corsair is for my ring light for my computer, and also the fan over there are controlled by this one. So I have the Elite LCD cooler that it's also connected via Lumia. And now even that thing will gonna turn purple. Okay, I'm very pink right now. The next thing that you want to do is you want to have different kind of things on your lights. Having the same light, for example, if I go into default state and I can turn just a white light on everything, then it's gonna be way too much. Oh my God, that's okay. Let's turn it to 42%. Even 42% for me, it's very bright for the panels that I have. If I move this camera a bit, you can see that I have a big panel over there with light and another one on the other side. So that's way too much. Okay, at least now we can see a temperature, a white with this amount of Kelvin for temperature. Okay, if you want to control every single light separately, you're gonna have to go either having on a scene creation. So if you go into studio, you can create your own scene, having different lights, different colors for each individual light that you can actually drag in and drop. We're not gonna do that because we have premium account, and we don't really want just a normal light. We want to have like scenes that are built in their applications for those specific brands. So I'm gonna show you what I mean. I'm going into the themes right here. And from the themes, if I add a theme, I have all my lights over here. So for example, I want my light effects to have a color. Actually, I don't want to have the light effects a color. I want to have a light effect scene, and I want to pick my own build DIY scene, which is run, and it has the effect on it to move around. I'm gonna be forward or backward, and if I test this one, you see that on the top over there, you show that it was moving for a brief second. Then I want my hue lights to be always closed. It's the ones that are on the top over here, and I don't really like that you can see the LEDs showing up. I might actually remove it from there and go with something different. I like to have like continuous light or no LEDs, except the curtain. The curtain, it's an exception. You cannot place like so many light strips that are having diffusers built in. Then you're gonna see that we have 3 nanoliths over here for some reason. And this is because every single time you're adding a new connection of nanoleaf, this is an open defect on our side. Every single time you create a connection of nanoleaf for your account, we're gonna show a new one. So I think it's gonna be the nanoleaf 3. And for, well, actually, I'm not gonna go. You cannot pick scenes, then it's not the one that you want. So let's turn these 2 down. So it's just nanoleaf. The other ones are placing 2 and 3. Those we're not going to be bothered with. So over here, you can go and pick a scene that is built in nanoleaf, or you can just go with a color. In my case, it was just a color, so I'm going to place it back. And I think the brightness was a lot lower. So if I test it out, you see that it's like, even like this, it's way too bright. So I have to go with I'm going to go with transition 0 seconds. So we're going to be instant. So that's not the color that I want. More bluish. Even more bluish. I'm just picking up my own color style. So that's the color that I wanted. And that's what I want to have for nanoleaf. Then on the Govee cloud, I can go with Govee scene. And I have for the neon rope over here to go with a different thing. This is for my smart curtain lights. And I was having the meteor, but we can go with something different this time. Let's see. Can we have a ghost pumpkin spider? Oh, they introduced some of the Halloween scenes over here. There's a lot of scenes that they're being placed on Govee. These are not my scenes. These are built in. My scenes are gonna show on the top with the DIY. So let's go with Rainbow Swirl. And for Neon Rope, we're gonna actually go over here and just take the color code. And I want my Neon Rope to have the same color code. Oh, not a scene. Color, done. Okay, my whiz lights, I want them to have a color. Always a temperature. I want always to be cold, white, and I need about 30%, I guess. That's a bit too low. I'm gonna increase it a bit. But why it's going on the temperature? It needs to be this degrees. Okay, we're gonna be a lot brighter when it goes to this one. Then on my Corsair, let's place this one has only color, it doesn't have built-in scenes. And we're gonna go with my light blue as well. Come on, Control A. And place the color code. And this is Legacy Overlay and then Virtual Lights. We're gonna have to give it a name. We're gonna go with default. And we're gonna click Done. After doing that, if we're going into default state and change this one to the theme that we just created, default, and click refresh. Right. Is that the swirl? I don't really like it. if that's what I placed over there on my curtain. And also the brightness is not really good as well. So let me go and fix that real quick. Themes. And these are definitely not white. Oh, I can, instead of going with color, apparently when you go with color, it's just placing, it's trying to make white instead of placing the temperature. Yeah, it's just placing a white temperature. It's placing a RGB white instead of going on the temperature. So because of that, we're going to go with a whiz scene. And I have here coal white. And then I can do this. And now we're going to be turning back on perfectly. Okay, that was one of the issue. And the other issue was with my rainbow swirl. Didn't like it. Let's go with wave. I don't like that one either. Going back to my meteor shower then. Okay. So let's go to default state. And now I have my meteor shower going on over there. The light effects, it's going, but on the other side, I have all my lights set up as I usually used to. All right, so now we have our microphone and we have our lights. Now we can go and do some other things. Like we want to have some music going on, right? And I don't know what music to play, so I'm gonna go in the overlays over here, going to the marketplace, and you can download the song request. I don't think we have it on Lumia over here. We don't. So we're gonna go in the marketplace and I'm gonna download the song request. And over here, it has some steps to do, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it because we're gonna have to set it up from the very first time. We're gonna go on the link over here on the consolecloudgoogle.com. And here you can select the project or you can create a new project. So we're gonna create a new project. This is gonna be test Lumia Stream. And I'm gonna place no organization. And after you are here, we can go on this navigation menu, API and services, and on enabled APIs and services, you can go on the library. No, where it is. Enabled API. We're gonna create a project. Where? Oh, we didn't went on the new project. Okay, so test Lumiastream. Okay, we didn't went on the project first. So go into your project, and then you're gonna find YouTube. Where is the YouTube? Can we search? YouTube data API free, but why it's not showing over here? So let's create first the credentials. And you're gonna have an API key you'll need to create. And over here have the create credentials API key. We're not gonna restrict it or whatever. I'm gonna last place it in just API key 1. I'm gonna create it. And then it will gonna provide us with an API key. And maybe after that, we need to go and actually activate the YouTube data API free. I'm completely new to this, so he mentioned Razer. What other softwares can be connected and utilized? So for example, Razer, you can control your mouse, keyboard, headset if they are RGB and are connected to the Chroma app over here, like Razer Chroma. You can actually add your, like I have my keyboard right now, it's not added to Lumia, but you're gonna find Lumia in the Chroma apps, and then it should be controlled by Lumia to be actually allowed to activate the lights on your keyboard based on what is happening on your stream. How are you doing, Complete Author? Welcome, David Boy 21. Sorry if I missed somebody. How much does Lumia Stream cost? It's free up to one point. There are some features that are behind the paywall because we have to eat as well. It costs $5.99 if I'm not mistaken. We can go and check Lumia Stream. You also have a free trial, so you can get that. So if you go on pricing over here, you have the $5.99 per month if you want to buy for 1 month. Then you have $32.99 for 6 months, or $60 for a full year, getting 2 months for free. Or you can just go for a lifetime, which is going to be $190 basically. And then you're not going to have to worry about anything. You can check what it's in this list, and based on what it's in this list, if you want to use it or not, it may be decided if you want to have the premium version or not. We're limiting for the free version to have just 8 chat commands and also 8 channel points. And of course, for premium version, we're going to be also unlimited and a lot more features. But yeah, you can try it out for, I think it's for 1 week, if I'm not mistaken. You have a free trial for a premium version to actually see and experience what you can do inside of it. And then you can decide if it's actually worth it or not. How much lights do you need, Radu? How many lights maybe you want to say? How many lights? I don't know. I just need to be creative with them and place them in different shapes and forms, and to have a bit more wall room. And maybe we're gonna actually change the desk to be on a different part of the room, and then we're gonna have more more wall room for more lights. But I am testing a lot of them, so just to see that the implementation with them are working. So that's why I'm having so many brands of the lights. I also have Tuya, but it's not in this room. And I'm looking forward to get some Tapo lights as well. So just checking multiple integrations that we have, not really using them, all of them. Okay, so we have the API key, right? Where we were. Over here. Okay, we have our API key. We can close this. And then we can go in the enabled API and services. And apparently we are not seeing here clear filters. We don't have any filters. But where is the YouTube data API? Oh, you can just search for it and enable it, but why didn't it show in the API over there? So you need the YouTube data API to be enabled. Oh, it was in the enabled. I had to go and actually search for it in the library, I guess. Yeah, now it shows over here. These were the ones that were activated. Oh, James, thank you for the follow. Apparently, we do have an alert that we missed. Okay, so now that we have the API key and we have enabled the data, the YouTube data API, we can go into the song request and we're gonna, well, already downloaded. So it should be on my overlays. And if we open it, click on it. This is for the very first time happening when you actually open it. And here you have the YouTube API key. We're going to just move it to the side to actually place the API key. So not to share it with everybody. And then we're going to save it. And we're going to go back and copy the URL. And then we can close this thing. And in OBS, we're going to add a source, which is a browser source. And so we're going to call it song request. I don't know exactly the size of it, but you can see it over here on the, oh, you cannot see it because I am over there. On every single, yeah, I have to move this too. On every single overlay, it also tells you the resolution that you have over here at the bottom. So you can use that resolution inside the OBS. So in my case, we're going to be 700 by 700. I'm going to make it for the audio to be controlled inside OBS, and we're going to click OK. Then we have the song request over here. If you want to hear it as well, we're going to go in Advanced Audio Properties. And we're going to go in our song request and say monitor and output so we can also hear the songs that are playing. So now you can actually type !SR followed by the a URL, YouTube URL, Spotify URL, or just song title. And then a song we're going to be playing. Right now I didn't place any restrictions, but I'm going to go and add for it to be to go into the mode queue, so to be approved by moderators before the song request will going to be posted and played. So another thing is, if you are using this on and you're streaming also on YouTube like we are right now, you do not want to have your audio going through YouTube or on your Twitch. You don't want to have it on your VOD. So I'm going to disable the track 1, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. So over here, I disabled my track 1. I didn't place the song request yet, apparently. I just said I did, but I didn't. Okay, so song request. And that's the URL. There you go. So now you have that layer over there that says nothing plays, nothing playing, and up next, nothing. So that means that it's actually, you can actually request songs. So after you deselect the track over here for 1, and if I go on my settings over here, on my output settings, you see that the audio track for the stream will gonna be 1, and the Twitch VOD track for Twitch will gonna be 2. So the audio that we're gonna go to the Twitch VOD will gonna be 2. So it will not gonna go from our song request. So that will not gonna create your I don't know, your broadcast to be put down, or on YouTube, for example, to be flagged as a copyright and also put down. And the same thing I have in my multiple output. I can also show you over here. I have it to go on Audio Mixer 1, which is disabled for the song request. So 1 will not going to go on my YouTube right now. Okay. And now we can actually request a song. So if we type !SR into our Lumia and give me a song, guys. If not, we're gonna listen some rock music. Okay. You got me? All right. Good. You can place a song over there. You can be my DJ tonight. Good. Now that we have these things going on, we definitely want to actually create alerts. And in order to do so, we're going to have to go in our alert section over here. And for example, we had one for kick follower that was apparently active. I didn't know that that was still active over there. Otherwise, I would have removed it. But yeah, you have to actually mark it as active over here. Then you can do like a... Okay, we need to adjust the volume. Okay, and I also want to adjust my volume as well. There you go. So I want to just have something on the background but not too blowing my mind. All right. I think that volume is fine for you guys as well, right? Just to have something on the background. So over here, the flash green reaction was triggering all my lights as that. And now I want to show you why I said before that we're gonna go into our settings and go into excluded lights and remove the Govy cloud over here. Because we're gonna go on the connections and add a new connection, which is called Govy LAN. And my devices should appear here. And I want the curtain lights and the neon rope to be added as a separate connection. And when I want to actually trigger an animation with also something that is changing the lights really, really fast, I don't want the cloud connection to be on top of it. So let's go on Nanoleaf and select fast mode on hue to go on fast mode as well. Can't hear any music on Twitch or Kick. Really? Well, right now you can't because the music is over. But the song request was here. And also on my audio properties. This was going on too, right? Give me a second. Maybe I did it exactly the opposite way around. Oh, Twitch VOD, it's 2. Okay. Sorry. Yes. All right. Now you can hear the song. But yeah, it was the other way around. Screwed it up over there. So 2 was the VOD for me. All right. Good catch over there, James. Good catch. Good. Now we were on the Govy LAN. And you're going to see what's happening in a second. So, for example, if I go on Studio and I go on Reactions, and I'm creating a reaction, and let's add slots over here and just go... we cannot pick random colors for this one. Random, we can. We can do random colors. And we can manage lights. And for example, I want just the Govy, not Govy LAN. I want just the Govy to actually respond to those things. I'm gonna make the cycle very fast, like 1-2 seconds for all of them, right? So you see how slow they are reacting? I want the entire list over here in 2 seconds to be cycled. And they are doing like ting, ting, ting. Okay. So if I go and remove this and go on Govy LAN and click done and test it out, that's how fast it is, but that's not even close to how fast they can go. I'm gonna go with 0.8 for 1 complete cycle. Let's go. And you can go with even lower than that. On at least for the rope, this one over here, it's not that fast. But the rope, for Govy rope, I measured it and it was the fastest it could actually change from one color to another. It was 0.04 seconds. Can you hide the song request? That's going to show for a while. Don't want to mess up the... Okay. Sure thing. So let's just remove that. So that's why we need to have creating a Govy LAN. And on the connection, we do have it active. And I don't want to, when I trigger something, the Govee cloud to be reacting to it. So that's why on my excluded lights over here, we're going to be the Govee cloud. We're going to be basically banned for using reactions, alerts, commands, everything. They're going to be banned. We're going to still show this nice effect because this is the default thing that I set to it. So that will going to still be applied to the cloud on Govee, but anything else will not going to be able to. Now we cannot hear the music. Oh, I know what to do. I'm just going to place it outside of the screen then. Then you can actually hear it. Okay. I just closed the browser, so that will gonna also close everything that was playing over there. Good. After we're doing that, we would want to have some nice alerts. So right now we have the fast for that reaction, but it's just applying for that Govee, right? And also the default command. You see that in the chat we have those messages that it's saying that we used a particular command. I don't know why the chat bot from Kik it's not showing. So let's go on connections and reconnect this Kik. So we're doing a full reconnection for it. Maybe I missed some messages over there. I'm sorry if I did. Hopefully not. Okay, Kik, it's back online. Let's test the message on Kik. Okay, there we go. So if you have multiple commands and you don't want the chatbot to actually respond to it, you can actually check on one and then click on this minus on top over here. This will gonna select all your commands. And then you can go and click edit the selected commands. You can go on the chatbot and you can disable. But if you have some of them disabled, the disable gonna be shown over here. So what I would do, I would click enable, click apply. And that means we're gonna apply for every single one of them. And then we're gonna go back over here and it'll gonna go and do disable. This is because those commands are not really, we didn't want to actually send anything in chat. So right now when they are calling, they're just gonna be doing their reaction, and then we're gonna stop without notifying anything in the chat. After that, we need to add alerts, and we're gonna need to add I don't know, the most basic streams. We're gonna be having follower, subscriber, gift subscription, bits, and maybe also hype train started. So let's actually create those. We can have this one just turned on. And also we want to have a chat bot message that we're gonna say the default message, which is username, it's now following. And then for subscriber, we're gonna do the same. We're just gonna activate the chatbot over here. We're gonna leave it as default. We don't want to spend too much time with it. Let's go on gift subscription. Let's activate this one as well. And let's go bets and maybe hype train started. And just turn it on. That's it. And also a chatbot. All right. So after that, we're gonna refresh everything. But we want to show an alert on the screen when that is happening. That where overlays come through. I'm gonna create a new overlay over here. I'm gonna say test alert, because we already have one created, but I couldn't remove all the overlays over here. Overlays are bound to your account, so that's why you can see all our overlays that are over here. But For this one, we're just gonna create new ones. Okay. So test alert. This is gonna open an overlay. And over here, we're gonna go into alerts, alert, or if you don't want to do that, for example, you don't know if we have last follower, you can find it, right? You can do a search, subscriber. You can just type it and you can see all of the things that we have. So alerts, we have alert, emote alert, and HFX alert. So we're gonna go with alerts, and I'm gonna keep it exactly this size of it. I like to actually control what I have inside OBS and position them not to be on the entire canvas, and then just have to always place a full HD browser source inside OBS. That's gonna consume a bit more resources. So we can make it, if you don't know the size of it, you can click on appearance over here, and we're gonna say the width and the height for it. So this one is 700 by 600. I'm gonna go on over here where it says test alert and the resolution below it. And I'm gonna create custom over here. I'm gonna place it 700 by 600. And we're gonna confirm it. Inside here, you can go and have manage alerts. This is by this is the default one that will gonna be the generic one, and I strongly recommend to add everything that you want to this one, especially if you want to use the same kind of alert for multiple alerts. So for example, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna place change video over here, and I don't know what's alert webm. We can see it's the alert that we are looking for. And this is a blank alert. You see that you don't have anything on the top. You don't have anything in there. And we do have some specific ones as well. So I can change the video, and then we have the new subscriber alert. It's still, if I emulate it, I'm gonna show here new subscriber. This is because we do have a video with that. But I'm gonna go with the blank one for now, because I want to position it first exactly how I wanted it for the other ones to come in. So after you adding your video over there, we're gonna loop media just to actually see it continuously, that once it disappears to show again, so I can actually control it. Over here, you can go and place an audio. I'm not going to place this one because we're going to have different ones for different alerts. I'm going to go on the layout. For my specific type of alert, I want the text to be on top of it. Okay. So now you can move it more down, more left, right, up and down over here, and you can place it exactly where you want it to be placed. And you can see that the alert right now, even if it's showing up, it doesn't really match with our text over there. So if I emulate it, you see that it's emulating right now, the alert. So if I emulate it, you'll see that the text appears before my transition for the video comes in, and then it goes away, it fades away at the same time, because I do have, I think, a bit lower the duration of it. I don't think we can even set the duration for it on this side, but yeah. So I'm gonna go on the text style over here. You can change your font type. Maybe you don't want Roboto, you want something else. There are a lot of fonts, including the ones that you are having installed on your Windows. So I can scroll here for quite some time until I'm reaching the bottom. And the ones that you have installed on your style, for example, we can go like this to be a bit spooky. Or even, do we have the bloody over here? Bloody type. There you go. And we can increase it to 30. And we can make it to be red, dark red. Over there. Okay, so after we did that, We can also add a stroke because we want to have it. And I'm gonna go with FF. This is a text shadow, stroke size, and then we have the stroke color. I'm gonna go with white. Can we go with stroke size 0.1, 0.01, 2, 3? You can go with decimals, and I think that looks good. Let's go back to center over here, so we don't want a shadow. And then we're gonna go into animations place. So over here, we want to have the text appearance to appear a bit later, or we want to scroll from the left to the right as the image shows, the video shows over here. So I'm gonna go and place like, first I want to go and see how many seconds we need to actually delay it. So I placed text appearance delay 2 seconds, and then we're gonna be showing this, and then the text we're gonna just show. We're gonna go with 1.8. I want to nail it. So I want to tweak it as, no, still too slow, 1.5. Okay, I think about 1.3 or 1.2 seconds we're gonna be perfect. Okay, so you saw that it's just pumping in over there because the text enter animation, it has no animation. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna say, hey, I want it to show, and I want to slide in right. And let's see how that looks right now. Did I saw it? Slide in right. Oh, over here, enter animation duration. 1 second. I want it to go from the other side. Slide in left. So that looks better, I guess. But I need appearance delay to be a bit lower for that to work. Kind of. All right, so now that looks good. And this is just for the generic alert. And I wanted to have that saved just because when you go on manage alert over here, and then right now I'm gonna go with Twitch follower, for example. We're gonna go Twitch follower, subscriber, gift subscription bits. We can have for power-ups as well. We can have Twitch raid alert as well. And then we can do the same thing for kick. And I'm gonna go with Twitch follower, subscriber, give subscription, kicks, and similar to raid, this is host. And as well, we can get YouTube to go with subscriber, member, gift members, super chat, super sticker. And you can also go with likes if you do want to do that. And then you have all of them over here. So what they're doing. Now, when I go over here, they already kind of set up, as you can see. They inherit the things that you had in the generic before you're actually creating the other alerts. So I can just do now, I know it's not looking really good, but you can do this and then go on the textile. Not textile, sorry, it's gonna be the layout, and then place this one over here. We can make the textile to have a bit higher line height, so we're gonna go with 2, so we can have a bit more room to actually make it show perfectly, because in my case, over there, it doesn't have enough place to actually show it. So I'll see that also the animation for the sliding, it's still there. It's gonna fade out when it's doing that. And of course, you can just stop the loop. If you go on image video, you can stop looping the media and save the alert. So right now, if I emulate it over here, alert, Twitch, where is it? Twitch follower. You're gonna see it nice that Lumiastream it's now following. It's with the text that we placed over there. And if you save it and then copy the URL, right now we didn't place any audio for it. This is just for an example, and we're gonna have to speed up because there's a lot of things to add to the stream. So after you do that, you're gonna go into your OBS, and inside sources, you're gonna go in plus, a new browser source, and we're gonna call this Lumia alerts. And we know that we have set the width 700 and the height to 700. Oh no, actually it was 600. And then we can place the URL of it. And now we have it on the screen. And if we open again that test alert, and we're gonna emulate it. Let's make it this one big so we can see it a lot better on OBS. So let's go with kicks, and let's emulate. You see that it shows there. It needs a bit more work on it, but I think you get the idea. So for Twitch follower, I think this one will gonna be showing okay. Lumiastream it's now following. I don't like really how it looks, especially with that stroke that I added for 0.2 on it. But yeah, it's not looking that bad. Okay. So now we added some alerts on the screen. We want to have even different things that are happening on the screen. Not just, okay, we do have an alert showing on the screen. It's not bothering us, but we want to have full control of our lights. And that's why we already created them, right? And placed them the way we wanted, created our studio for our streaming. So from here, you can go on the alerts, and then you can go, for example, let's go and have for the Twitch follower alert. Right now, it's just activated. You need to activate this one to actually show the alert also in the overlay. So if you do activate this one, it's not going to show over there either. So what I want you to do now is to go into the community. And over here, you have so many guys placed so many cool things. On the colors, there's not so many colors. But if you go on scenes, reactions, and animations, there are a lot to choose from, okay? And they're adding more of them every single day. You can also, this is to sort by how new they are, but you can also see which is the most popular one. And then we're gonna see the one that has the most downloads, and you can see the upvotes, the comments as well on them. So in our example, I'm going to go with a reaction. And for example, this one has 1K downloads. And this is how it's looking. I don't know if you can actually hear it because we didn't add our audio. Let's go and add our audio as well. Inside the settings, you're going to have your default audio output and operating system TTS audio output. And I'm going to go with auxiliary as well. I know that you cannot hear it. And after that, I am having a routing program like this one, but it's already where I placed it over here. You can set it up from Windows as well. If you have virtual channels, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, you're gonna have to add your desktop audio over here, and that'll gonna work. In the audio, to add the audio, we're gonna go and add another source, and it's gonna be an audio output capture, and this is gonna be Lumiastream. You can name it whatever you want. For me, I'm gonna place audio minus Lumiastream, so I know what it is. As you can see, I already have an auxiliary over there, but I didn't add it, apparently. It was on the starting scene. But let's add this one, and I'm gonna choose my auxiliary 1. Click OK. And now if I'm going back on it, not studio animation, we do not have any animation yet. We have to go our community to get let's get that reaction. Let's get the thunderstorm. And now you can definitely hear it, right? So you're gonna click over here, and then you're gonna download. You understand the risk. Download with sound, and then refresh. After you download it, you're gonna find it inside your studio. So if you click on studio and then go, this was a reaction. You see that I have the last one. It's called Thunderstorm. So that's the one that I just created. Well, not created, I just downloaded from the community. But we can go with more as well. And I think I'm gonna go, yes, I think I'm gonna go and set the audio for Lumiastream to go as well as my song request. I will not gonna want it to go inside my VOD because some of those alerts, even if they are nice, they can contain like copyrighted music, and that will gonna, for example, if you're streaming on YouTube, that will gonna be getting you either a claim on it, or we're gonna be blocked on some territories and stuff like that. So we're gonna try to avoid that. Good. Let's go on some animations and see which ones are the most popular one. Gotta do my thing. If you're still on, I'll raid over. Okay, buddy. Take care, Blitz. Ooh. Hype train started? I'm not having any alerts, guys, so I don't know what is going on right now. Gonna have to bear with me. So where is my Twitch? So the hype alerts are bro gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate that. I'm still trying to figure out where it is. Oh, it should be here. Yeah. Oh, now I can see it. Thank you so much, Ro, for the hype train as well. And yeah, this is how I'm not streaming usually, but this is how I set it up for this stream, to have all 3 platforms that I'm streaming on one monitor, and then to have Lumiastream open on top of it. Okay, so let's go on the popularity and see what's in here. Let's test this one. All right, that's a long one, and that's great for like raids or like this moment where the hype train has started. So we're gonna download that, and we're gonna understand the risk. We're gonna copy the with music, and now we're gonna go back on our alerts and place this one for hype train started, and we're gonna call in type over here. You can select to have an animation, and then you have, since I have just one, it's just quit game over here. I'm gonna refresh that, and we're gonna place it on level progressed as well to be right now it's just a reaction. You can do something else over here. We can let's do something else over here. We're not gonna play with the lights for level progressed. We're gonna go with some age effects and how you can integrate it. So if we're going into, let's see, do we have here alerts? And in the alerts we have hype. We have some hype crew. We're not gonna even look at it. We're gonna click on it, and we're gonna use it as, we're gonna place it as a chat command for now. And we're gonna click done. And then we're gonna have the HFX. To actually place a HFX inside your stream, you can go inside overlays. Let's create a new overlay, test HFX. I'm gonna place it full HD for now. I do have a bigger canvas, so I'm gonna change it to 1440p. And we're just gonna fit to the size. And we're gonna add here HFX and HFX video. I'm gonna rename it my HFX, so I know which layer it is. And I'm gonna save it. That's all the thing that you need to do inside the overlay. You're gonna copy the URL, and inside your OBS, you're gonna have to add another browser source. And this will gonna be HFX. And click OK. Place the resolution of it, which is 2560 by 1440. I'm gonna control the audio in OBS, and I'm gonna click OK. I'm gonna create a full screen over there. Oh, we shouldn't click OK. We should have placed the URL over there. Now it's on top of everything. You can place it a bit further down to be, for example, below your camera. So maybe you want to have it in your background. And you can close this one. And right now, if I go into my alerts over here on Twitch, hype train progressed, I can go and say, hey, I either can call on Lumia actions, you can call the command to go with the Nova's hype crew. But I don't recommend that. I recommend to go in manage overlay actions. And inside here, you can have HUD, send HUD effects, and the overlay will gonna be my test HFX, and the layer will gonna be my HFX. The HFX over here, you're gonna see all of them, right? We're gonna add the action and click done because we don't have currently the name of it. I'm gonna go back in commands. We're gonna just go and get the Nova's hype crew. Now let's navigate back to our level progressed hype train. Yeah. Overlay actions. HUD. Send HUD effects. Test HUD effects. My HUD effects. I'm gonna paste that name over there. It's gonna be automatically shown. I'm gonna add action and click done. Now you're gonna have an overlay actions over here. So, for example, if a hype train, it's level complete and going to the next level, we're gonna show this. I didn't hear it on my side because I didn't have the advanced audio properties settings over here, and my HFX was not monitored on my headset, but I can place monitor and output. I know that you guys heard it, so that's fine. And HFX are very nice way to, for example, you can have like HFX for the full screen, but maybe you want HFX just to appear on some specific spots on your stream. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So, for example, that alert will going to trigger my full screen HFX, if that makes sense. And for example, if I go into the overlay test HFX, we can create here multiple layers of HFX, right? So I'm going to have another one. And for example, I'm going to place it where I want it to be shown on my screen. So I'm going to place one over here. And I'm duplicating that because I like the size that I made. And I want to have another one showing right over here. And this will going to be HFX top left, and this will gonna be HFX top right. And what you can do with it, you can actually have some fun with it. So if you save it right now and close it, and for example, you want to create a custom command where you want to show some videos showing up, you can do that. Let's search for some HFX that we want to show. So let's go with scary. Oh no, these are all jump scares. We're not gonna go for jump scares. There's plenty of time until you know, until the Halloween. So let's go with happy. So for example, we want to have this skeleton dance and dancing on all three of them. Let's place it on all three of them, right? So the easiest way to do it, of course, when you see a nice one that you like, you can also preview it. So you can use this one, and if you want to place, you can place it also. Let's go with the Twitch point command. Let's go at Twitch point command, and we're gonna make it also for a Twitch for a kick point command, because it's nice to have it on both platforms at the same thing. And I wanted this one to go on all three HFX that I have, right? So I just have this overlay on my side. And if you leave the overlay empty and the layer, you're going to trigger all of your HFX layers at the same time. And that's what we want to do over here. Otherwise, if you want to go and trigger just one particular one, you can say test HFX and then go wherever you want to be placed. Or I'm going to place with empty selection, making it empty to actually make it everywhere. So I'm going to click done on this one. And Twitch automatically creates for you your points. So after I'm clicking that, you're going to see it over here that I have the skeleton dance. And another cool thing is, let me go ahead a bit from here because we have to, oh no, we're fine. We are fine. So we can go into the power-ups and channel points, manage power-ups, and find our skeleton dance. We can edit this one, and we can actually place different images. Let me see if I can find, I'm not going to place a skeleton image exactly the size that it requires there because I do not have it. And it will going to take me a long time to do that. So let's go on some emotes. We're going to place the astronaut from Lumia. So I have this one with 3 sizes. And I'm gonna click save. This will gonna update. And when I go back to my stream manager, and of course I do not have the chat. Where is the chat? I think I have to actually edit the stream manager panels. And we're gonna just need to add my chat over here. There we go. Can we actually save it as well? Reset, create new layout. It's automatically saved? If it's automatically saved, it's fine. Okay, so now you see the image that we placed for our redemption over here. But if you go into your commands and Twitch points, you're gonna see the skeleton dance over there because it's a HFX. If you sync with Twitch, then I'm gonna show the emote that you the image that you placed on your Twitch. So that's how you are adding images to your. You have a preview over here, a small preview. So you'll also know how to do, you know, what it's what. And if I test it now. It shows on all over the place. You see this one is over here because it's also on my screen as well. I have apparently opened it as HUD. So I can close the HUD and then I'm gonna just see 3 of them, not 4. So that's how you can create. Oh, did somebody trigger it, or I triggered it? Oh, I think I triggered it 3 times. I'm sorry for that. Okay. So that's how you can add HFX as well. If you like what you have, you can go, for example, I want this skeleton dance to go in my Twitch extension and also on my kick points. And the easiest way to do that, so after you set up everything, you can click on your Twitch extension and then click on import. And if you go on your Twitch points, you're gonna find your brand new insertion over here. You're gonna find all of them over here. So you just click that and automatically it's placed. You don't have to do anything else. If you open the Twitch and go scroll down, you're gonna see that in my extension, there is the skeleton dance for 100 bits. Then for kick, we're gonna do exactly the same. We're gonna import, I'm gonna place the skeleton dance and I have it over here. The problem is on Kick, on their API, it's not allowing us to automatically create redemption on their end. I stream PS5 via a capture card instead. It's a shame I cannot use those with a capture card. Why you cannot use those on a capture card? Oh, you're streaming directly from the PS5. Then you're not gonna have an OBS. You cannot have adding layers and stuff. So yeah, I totally feel you there. But if you get your you capture your PS5 into it's via OBS, well, you can do that. Why not? You can definitely do that. So if you capturing your video and audio from your PS5 and placing it through a capture card inside your computer, and then that video goes into your OBS, then you can do this on OBS as well. I don't see why not. I was streaming from my phone, streaming mobile games, and I was still using custom overlays and all the other things that were coming in with Lumia. So on Kick side now, over here, we'll need to add that Twitch point, kick point as well. So how you're gonna do that? We're gonna go on your studio, no, not on the studio, on your channel, and then you're gonna click on community. Under the community, you're gonna find channel points, and we're gonna create new, and you can place whatever reward over here. And you're gonna have to place exactly the same name that you have on Lumia. And also be careful because it's also case sensitive. So I already copied and pasted. I make sure that I don't have a blank space behind and after that. It doesn't allow you to actually set an image of it. Well, it's just gonna let you to change the colors for now. Maybe they will gonna update it in the future, and we're gonna have better things over there. So I'm gonna create the reward inside your kick, right? So after you create it inside your kick, you're gonna click here to link. So you click that, and then it's synchronized with your kick. And now if somebody comes in on kick side, they're gonna have the skeleton dance, and if they redeemed it, same thing happens. Infinity skeletons dancing over there. Okay, so we went with the connections, we went with the commands, we went with the kick and twitch channel points, and also the alerts. HFX, I already showed you how to do it. Now we're gonna have to actually create our stream to look a bit better. So how we can do that? Let's right now I want to create a new scene. We're gonna be completely blank, so I'm gonna have to add really fast my audio because I do not have it on that side as well. And I'll show you what I'm gonna go on studio mode. Can I go on studio mode and actually create a scene? Actually, I think I can. So if I go on studio mode and place it, let's say this one is gonna be my camera scene. Okay, so you guys are not seeing that the scene was actually modified. So I have my camera scene over here. And I'm gonna add here my camera, which is video capture device. And in my case, it's the webcam facecam pro. Okay, I'm gonna stretch it out. We're not gonna need to add over here too many things. But what I want to do, especially if you have enough, computer power to do it, I like to do like add another source and have a clone of my camera as well over here. I'll show you in a second why. So I'm gonna go inside. Do we have the clone? I am blind. Source clone. There we go. And we're gonna place this background camera. Okay. And of course, we're gonna select our source, which is the webcam facecam pro. And now we have the background camera and the webcam facecam pro. What I want to do is I want the background camera to be below the facecam pro, because the facecam pro, we're gonna get a filter. And in my case, I want to remove my background. So I'm gonna use the NVIDIA background removal tool. You can actually use if you have a green screen, you can use a green screen, but I like the NVIDIA background removal tool, and this will gonna just remove my background over there on screen as well. And that's completely fine. Actually, it's the other way around. Okay, so we're gonna remove this one. We're gonna change, instead of background camera, we're gonna place it no background camera, because since this is a clone of this one, every single filter that it goes on my camera, it's gonna be applied to my clone as well. While if I'm applying a filter to my clone, it will not gonna affect my my camera. So I'm gonna place that on front, and I am going to go again on filters, adding a filter, NVIDIA background removal, and that will gonna remove my background completely. So what this does, it creates 2 layers for your camera. We can go back to the scene that we were before. We can delete this one completely. So this is the scene that we were actually creating, right? So I'm gonna remove my camera over here. So the webcam, Facecam Pro, we're gonna get removed. And we're gonna insert over here a scene, and this is gonna be my camera. For a brief second, we're gonna be full screen. Okay. So there we go. And now I have to make it smaller. And now we're all good. Good. Why I wanted to do that. So let me go back on studio mode and go to the camera scene. In between these 2, you can add other things, and it can make like they're still in the room with you. So I'm gonna give you an example. So I'm gonna go into my let's see, stream resources. Let's see if I have something cool over here. If not, I'm gonna go into my downloads. I'm gonna have to go in my downloads. Okay, I'm gonna take this PNG with the skull. Okay, I want to place it inside my. I cannot add it with just drag and drop. I think in studio mode you cannot do that. So let's go image. I'm gonna call it skull. And over here we're gonna go and browse it. So downloads. And where's that skull? Should have been here. There we go. So I'm gonna open that. It's gonna be way too big. Now it's on top of everything that I have, right? It's very large. And you see that when you place something, usually it can be on top of your camera or behind your camera. So with this thing, I can place like a skull over here. And then on the sources, I'm gonna just drag it in between them. And because one, it has a background removal and one doesn't, I can go in front of it. So that's why I'm creating a clone of the camera, and one of them is having the background removal. Because things like this that you can actually do, it makes like you can make it like a depth of field. You can add a blur to actually make it look more realistic. You can actually go and make it change the color and just do stuff like that. So right now I'm on top of it and it's just staying there, right? Even if I move my hand on top of it, it's still gonna be looking that it's behind and it's on that desk. Even if it's just a picture, right? You can place a video over there. And you can have like a TV behind you, but it's like a fake TV because you're just sitting on top of it between the layers. So that's one thing that you can do. You can see the effect really badly over here, but I can zoom in and you can see it even better how it's looking. So I'm totally covering it, right? So it must be on that desk over there where it is, right? It is there, right? It can fool a lot of people, but it's a cool effect to actually try it out. And it's very, very easy to do. Good. Another thing we're gonna have to do to create for the stream would be... Oh, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry that we don't have the usual things that we usually have on Lumia, just because we're creating everything from scratch. I just downloaded the software. Yeah, we're creating this one especially for the new joiners of Lumiastream, because they're gonna get the most out of it. What I want you to understand right now is every single command that you have over here. For example, this HFX, it has a duration. So by default, if multiple persons trigger multiple commands in the chat, we're gonna be placed them inside a queue. So over here you have your queue mod. No, this is the mod queue. This is the queue. Right now it's nothing playing in the background, so it has no items. But if somebody would trigger multiple stuff, this list can increase. And for streamers that having a lot of viewers, those can be actually quite fast. And for example, there's a raid coming in, and you have like 2 or 3 commands that are lasting for like 2 or 3 minutes. And you don't want for the guy that raided you to wait for an alert, because that's not going to be okay for him, and not okay for you either, because you're not going to be getting their attention and showing what your stream can do, and what cool alerts you created for the raid. So yeah, those things we're just gonna wait until the queue it's done. But what you can do over here, you can have your alerts. Where is it? Over here. If you don't use lights and just use something like videos coming in, you can actually use the skip queue command, not command, option. So what this does, even if you have items in the queue, this will gonna go on top of them and playing this one, not affecting the command that it's still ongoing, and will just gonna be triggered instantly as it's actually triggered. So once the raid came in, I totally recommend you skip queue for most of your alerts, if not all of your alerts, because you want to be notified exactly when an alert is triggered, right? You want to know that. Another thing that I want to show you is how you're doing, DJ Guns, is this nice chat that it's inside my OBS. As you can see, I have chats coming from Twitch, Kick, and YouTube at the same time, and all of them are integrated in just one place. And this is very easy. You can just, let me actually close this one. That means I closed it completely also on the OBS as well. So what you need to do right now is to go on top over here. You're gonna have Lumia Link, and inside Lumia Link you have a doc chat. If you click on that, you're gonna copy a URL. If I place the URL inside a browser source, we're gonna show also over here, but it's not meant to be as a browser source. We have to place chat on screen. We have another thing I'm gonna show you after this one. So in your OBS, I'm gonna bring my OBS over here. You can click on docs and then custom browser docs. And over here, I have the Lumia Link commands, controller, and pages. And I have also new chat. I have other things as well added as multiple dockers. Let's call them dockers. So let's place Lumia Link chat. And we're gonna paste that in there and click apply. We're gonna close it. And if I go on docs and click on Lumia link chat, you're gonna see that this one shows up. We're not gonna show the same thing for you because I already have some modifications on my side. You can click this wheel over here and you can see it. These are alerts, right? Like it's a redemption, becomes a follower. These are redemptions that are showing in the chat as well. If you do not want to show them in the chat, you can hide the alerts. Automatically it hides the alerts. You can chat as yourself when you type a message over here, or you can chat as your bot by just toggling between. You can change your font size. You can change your font family. You can place a background color. You can place a background image. So that's the image that I have. If I remove it, then I have a normal Lumia color over there. I can change the color if I want to be completely dark. I can go with, I think it's 0.00000. And if I want to have some transparency, I can add like 10% transparency, actually opacity, 95% opacity. This is going to be for when you add a background URL. As now you can see that I have the font having a black background over here with some opacity reduced. So you can reduce it even more. You can go with 50 opaque or 10% opaque, or even just remove it and it's going to be a default. You can go with 0. Yeah, so I like to place it like about 80% over here. And you see that my background over there, it's also blurred. You can also blur it or not. The blur intensity can modify from here. You can place it 0, and then it's my image that I placed over there as a background. I can enlarge it or make it smaller. Everything it's warping as it should be. And I like it to have a bit of opacity. It makes the font actually pops up a bit better. So after that, you can just bring your OBS, drag it inside. It automatically docks inside over there, and can have like your custom well-made chat that you can read directly from your screen while you're streaming directly from your OBS. Now, if you want to have chat showing inside your stream, you can go inside overlays and we can create one for chat. You can either place it, you can either place it to be your screen size. Let's do screen size in this case. Okay. And I'm going to enter here, I think it's in general, and then you have chat. No, it's in streaming tools, and then you have chat box. If you don't know where it is, you can also just type chat box, and we're going to automatically show just that. Okay, by default, it will going to be a vertical format chat. And if you click on settings over here, you can also see all the things that you can manage. I'm gonna have to move myself a bit out of the way over there so you guys can see the settings. I don't know, I'm gonna place myself in the center of the screen, and I make myself smaller. So over here you can manage your chat box. And here, you're can also change the theme. By default, you're gonna have a background and you're gonna be a white text. You can change the theme, and you have different ones. A simple one with just your chat. Then you have like a boxy theme where you have the username on the top, and all around it's a box with your chat. And then you have the glass theme, which is also my favorite. And then you have the bubbly theme as well. So I'm gonna go with the Lumia glass theme because it's also my favorite. This is how it's gonna look like every single message. And you can use, for Twitch, for example, you can use the username color. On YouTube, you can set your own color. Facebook, TikTok, Trovo, or Kick. You can go with the default ones, or you can change them how you want them to be. You can place all of them to be the same color if you do want to. And you're gonna click save. So now when I click test, we're gonna actually send a message on all 3 platforms. And you're gonna see here that it's really, really small. I can barely see it because I place it on a very big screen size. And I can make it even smaller over here. I don't know where you will want to be placed on your screen. I'm just gonna go on top left for now. And I think this size that you see over here, you're gonna be a bit bigger. Gonna be something like this showing on the screen. And I think that's fine for some people to read. Or you can actually, of course, click on manage box. Well, no, sorry. Where is the font? Styling font. There we go. You can actually increase the size over here. So if you want to increase it, you can make it increased. I have a question about overlays. Every time I think load OBS, the overlays show on screen. I need to run a command for each overlay, which triggers them to have the overlays disappear. By default, the browser sources are active, but I don't understand why you would want them to disappear. But hold that thought. I'm gonna, while you're gonna reply, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Okay. Good. I want to just see something real quick. Yep. Didn't want to double click it. All right. For example, your slots overlay shows on the preview windows of OBS. I have to run slots 200 for the overlay to disappear from the preview window. That means my slots have has a bug. It's not something from the overlays. It's something that the creator created. So means that by default, my slots are not disappearing by default when it's firstly shown. So you also know that inside here in the overlays marketplace, you can write comments and you can let me know if there is an issue with it, or you want to have an improvement on it, or ideas of how to improve it, and stuff like that. Even the spin wheel does the same. The spin wheel, it is by default activated. if you want to, but I'm gonna show you how to deactivate them if you want to. Let me show you. So let's create a new overlay, and this is gonna be for, well, actually I don't have to because I already have one. Spin wheel, and I think I have a spin wheel over here. No, this is a raffle. And let's remove it since this is wrong created anyway, and place a spin wheel inside of it, and we have the spin wheel, right? We can save it, copy the URL, go into our OBS and add it as a browser source. 700 by 700. Control audio. And I forgot to place the URL. That's fine. Okay, so now you're gonna have the spin wheel on your screen, right? What you can do, you can make it hide the layer and save. Right now, it will gonna disappear. If I am going to spin the wheel, it will not gonna show, right? Because you can hear it right now over here, but it's not visible, right? And you cannot see it on the screen. You're just seeing in the editor. But we're gonna close this one. I'm gonna exit from this one. So let me copy this thing. So let's create a command for spin. Add a command, spin. And on the Lumia actions, we want what? We want to trigger. Oh no, it's overlay action, sorry. It's send game trigger, and overlay it's spin wheel, and the layer it's spin wheel, and the username who is playing the game will gonna be this one. This is saying that it should be skipping the queue, but we're gonna go with a delay, and let's add like 1 second delay over here, just to be on top of it. We know that our overlay is currently on our as a browser source inside. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make set layer visibility, and in our overlay layer spin wheel, and we're gonna make this one to be active. So we're gonna add action, and this will gonna be placed on the top. So we're gonna set the layer visibility. We're gonna wait 1 second. We're gonna do the game trigger, and I don't know how long it'll gonna last, but I think it's about like 7 seconds. So I'm gonna go with another delay. And that will gonna be my command. And at the end, I want to go and set layer visibility for my spin wheel back to off. So what it does, we're gonna show the visibility of the layer. We're gonna make a delay. We're gonna run the spin wheel. We're gonna wait for 7 seconds, and then we're gonna close it. So if I click apply, and now I click spin, we're gonna show, we're gonna spin, and then after 7 seconds, we're gonna close. Oh, actually no, I placed over here a shorter amount of time. So let's increase this one to how long it's gonna be. 1.8. We're gonna be 8 seconds. Let's go 8 point something. So now let's go again. I'm still gonna run.
You lose.
And then we're gonna disappear. So that's how you would do it better. To not, you don't have more screen to share. You don't have more screen to share with anybody. So that screen that you are having things on top of it, they can be expensive because people will not gonna see what you're playing or what you're doing on the screen, right? So yeah, let's move. So that's a issue over there. Oh, I needed to go out of Discord. For some reason, I'm still here. Okay, Good. So you would definitely do it like that. We're gonna apply this kind of thing, apply it to everything that you don't really want to have it on the screen all the time. It's a good trick. You just click somebody redeems spin, then it pulls that up, it spins, it shows, it gives the information for the user that he lost, and then it's out. Maybe it's actually a bit too short for me because I think it's about 10 seconds or something like that. But yeah, you can play around with the delays as well. But that's how I would made it if I wanted to show or hide. Good. We should create some other things. We do have a camera scene, right? We have that thing going on with a skull on the background, which is great. We did create alerts, we did place animations, we did place HFX. What else we should do? We are locked in. Cam. I saw you joining Discord over there. I forgot to actually leave. But thank you for showing me that I'm still there. Okay. Well, do you want to know something about variables and also automations? No, I didn't actually show you completely the chat. I got interrupted. So the chat over here, can you guys? Oh, I didn't even save it. Chat box. Let's zoom out. I accidentally clicked on it. I'm glad it helped. Yeah, well, somebody else could actually join. Okay, we had it 18 over here. I really don't like the look of this one. Well, not that one in particular. We can change for example, for kick to show a different color or different background color, right? But I do prefer this one in particular. I absolutely like it a lot. So this is how the chat will gonna look like. This is the vertical format. But for example, we can have, let's place one to go at the bottom over here. And I think this size will gonna be perfect if we can fit it in. And on the right side, we're gonna find horizontal layout. And if you click the horizontal layout, then let's just go and select a different theme. Let's go with the basic theme. Now you're gonna see that the chat slides in nicely from the right to the left there. So if I go with 20, 23, 24, 5, 6, 7. I can place that chat to go at the bottom of my screen. And that's something that I like. So if I can just remove this one, for example. Oh no, not that one. Okay. Apparently you cannot do a Control-Z after you deleted it. So let's create a new one. Okay. And for example, I want to hide the alerts over here. I don't want to have the alerts showing on my chat. It can also pop up over here. I don't want to break the line. I want to show the avatar. I don't want to show the badges. I want to show the emotes. Let's add this one again to my glossy theme. And right now it's going from the right to the left. No, it's going vertical. So let's go on horizontal format. And this was about 23 on the size on styling. I can increase it. We do have on undo redo. So for example, if I move this one around and if I press Control Z, it goes over there. So you have also the buttons at the bottom. You can do the same thing. It was just not for after deleting a layer to actually place it back. What we also added out, it's the possibility to see the transparency. So for example, if you're working with something that it's very dark and it blends in with the color that we have over here, you can actually choose to go with this format and then you can see it better. So after I'm deleting this one, I can actually save it, copy the URL and place it in my OBS as a browser source. We can say Lumia chat. And this is gonna be my full screen, 2560 by 1440. It doesn't need an audio because it doesn't have any audio source, and I forgot to place the URL like I'm doing usually. And right now, if you type something in the chat, you're gonna see that it's showing there on the bottom, and we can actually make it look a bit better. So background opacity, I want to increase it a bit better because it blends in too much inside there. So if we save it now, the next messages will gonna go in a bit, having a bit darker background, so the white can pop up a bit more. So let's test it. And I would go even more than that. It still looks like it's too white. So I'm gonna go with 95%, 96% opaque. Okay, every single time you're saving it, it'll refresh inside. And now actually it's looking really good. If anyone needs help and other people aren't on, I can probably provide decent support. Well, everybody can provide different support in our community support group. We're all a big family over there.
36 cent hell yeah for 1 kicks.
Thank you, Cam, for a kick. On the coin flip through, sometimes it pisses me, but it's usually user error. Oh, you mean the app? Love this app. If you don't have premium, it pays for itself. It abuses the... Okay. I'm just reading the chat. Okay, I think I got it. Another thing about this, you see, Exodro Gamer posted something in Spanish, Espanol. I'm not speaking Spanish. So in the over here you have the translate button. So if you click it, then automatically Lumiastream should translate. So I congratulate you. I see the program and it is the best of the best. So thank you for that. You can have the auto translation directly inside Lumia link chat. Thank you for actually pointing it out, because I would not click it if it was not somebody that was coming with a foreign language. It'll always gonna translate it to English, because that's my language settings. So that translate thing, it's just using Google Translate, and it's working absolutely amazing. I need help with the buffer save issue when you have the time. And sending to OBS, we already discussed about that, Pacman, like 2 times ago. Some people were having the same issue. We're trying to actually do the buffer save and automatically post it to their Discord. And for some reason, it doesn't really work. Because 2 things: their video, it's a lot bigger than what Discord can handle. and also because they're limiting to 10 megabytes if you're not a premium. That part works, but I need it to work with saving to the PC as well. Well, it does save to the PC every single time you're doing a save under your replay buffer. So Pac-Man, I would do the following. So for example, when you are over here, what you're doing just on OBS. I don't even have OBS over here, but it doesn't really matter because we're gonna add OBS because that's one of the things that you should add as a connection. So let's add a new connection and place OBS over here. OBS. And over here, you are required to open your, inside your tools, you're gonna have OBS WebSocket server settings. And here, because I run it locally, I disable the authentication. If you're running on 2PC and you're needing like your IP address and stuff, I would go with the authentication, but since I'm running it locally and I'm not allowing anything to come from outside to actually control my OBS, I can leave it without. So you just need to enable the WebSocket server and click apply OK. And over here, since I didn't enter the password, I can just click connect and we already have the OBS connected. It's also resetting every single time you add a connection, so it's resetting all my lights. And what I would do now, since we added OBS, we have the OBS actions over here. And inside here, you can have save, replay buffer save. So trigger this, then trigger your OBS, your Discord stuff. That will gonna make sure that your buffer is also saved on your PC, not just sent to Discord. The buffer save, it's 1 minute that sets in OBS, but it's the timing I need help with. I'll send you screenshots. Well, what API actions do? Basically, third-party applications. Like we are triggering some APIs. They can trigger our API. The API, it's basically after doing the, I'm gonna show you actually. So inside your settings here, you have API, and then you have your API key. I'm not going to show it because otherwise everybody can actually, well, I can reset it afterwards. With that API, you can actually do calls from outside to your Lumia and, I don't know, add points to somebody or do all the API actions that we have. You can find them on our website. API Lumia Stream. And it's in the dev.lumiastream.com. And if you click API docs and we go into API to WebSockets, you can listen to events. You have the event types over here. Sending commands. You can just send a command over here. But you have to actually go through the tutorial over here. How to get a token, where to get it from, platform variables, what you can control of it. Basically, all of the connections that we have, they can be controlled with that API by a different software. They will still gonna have to integrate it. And then they are doing like a REST call. So for example, they're doing a post to the and send the token, and then they're gonna do whatever they want to do, like chat command, chat bot command, Twitch points, extension, Trovo spells, everything that we have in Lumia, they can control from their application. Like we are controlling the lights through Razer Chroma. So Razer Chroma has a connection to your mouse or your keyboard, and then we are connecting to Razer, and with API calls we are changing the colors on your keyboard. Does that make sense? To any platform, like a streaming platform that is not on the list of connections? What's that have to do with anything, Cam? A streaming platform will never gonna send us API calls, except if you build it. You figured out the lights? What do you mean? Yes, we have the lights set up, right? The way it's set currently, it saves to the PC. The issue is that I don't want the replay buffer running in OBS all the time, so I need to enable it, save the clip, then turn it off afterwards, but also make sure it still syncs and sends the saved clip to the Discord webhook. Huh? If you do not have a replay buffer, how do you know you want to actually save something from your past stream? Because what the replay buffer does, it keeps you that 1 minute or how long you placed it video in your RAM memory, and on a click of a button it saves that video clip inside your computer or sends it out. Yeah, this is not making sense to me, but Pac-Man. Why wouldn't you have the replay buffer opened? You can just do clips on Twitch then. It's kind of the same thing, except Twitch actually compresses your video when you're watching it. And you, for example, my canvas, it's 2K, and I'm streaming on Twitch for, I don't know, 1K, Full HD, or even less than that. Okay. What else should we talk about? Let's go with the marketplace inside the overlays. We showed you the song request, and it's actually currently playing, right? We still have songs that are currently playing on the background. Not too loud, but it's there. Over here, there are like widgets, there are mini games, there are countdowns, there are birthday parties, and there are really good things already created. These are manually approved by us. We're checking if the code is fine, if they're working, and after that, they're going into the marketplace. And also on HFX, you can find some really cool ones. So for example, if I go to newest or just search Google, I can find this one, for example. And this one, it's one of what I like. So if I go here and set it as a Twitch point, I'm gonna place it backbone as a name, and we can make it to be 1000 points. And I want to go on my full screen layer. So I have so many overlays. Okay, test HFX, and it's gonna be my HFX, which is gonna be on the top of everything. And click done. And somebody actually triggers it right now. Commands Twitch points. This will gonna happen. So I can find cool dance parties inside HFX, especially if you know their name. So the list, it's very big of HFX. We have, I think, the biggest video collection that streamers uploaded as HFX. You can scroll here for literally days, and you're still not gonna end the list. It's huge. How many things you can actually find over here, and you can place that in. The nicest thing is you can actually make it trigger also your lights. So for right now, I didn't show you this one, but inside Studio for premium users, you have Fuse, and I can place it to link with my system, which means in my case, we're gonna be everything that it's going except my my voice. So we're gonna be everything that goes in here, right at the bottom. So if I bring the volume a bit up for the song request over here, and if I click set as default and start Fuse, on the audio, sorry, start Fuse, refresh. Oh, I did it exactly when the song ended. Now you have to play with the smoothness. And sensitivity. And you can change here to do something different. A different theme. And we're gonna have to restart it, I guess. I guess the rainbow doesn't have anything. We need to create a scene for music. So rainbow over here, yeah, it doesn't really have my hue lights, my Govee lights, my light effects lights, my Corsair lights, and my Govee LAN lights. The Govee lights, actually, I'm gonna reset them. I don't want them over there, so I'm gonna click done and refresh. So this was the rainbow. And if I go back in the Fuse and just stop and start, I'm gonna see that it's working over there. For some reason, my light effects, it's not light effects, my Nanoleaf, it's not really reacting over here to it. Make sure you place everything in there so you can actually have like cool effects on it. So let me actually go and create a new one. So let's add a scene. Let's add multiple slots. Let's make, instead of color, let's just change it. We don't have random over here, so we're gonna have to go with different colors basically. Yeah, no issue. That's there for a reason. You can definitely trigger it. Nobody's getting mad for redeeming. Okay, so we have these colors, and now we're gonna have to, let's actually place everything into one particular color. I know Nanoleaf, it's not working, but I'm still gonna place it there. And like I said, I'm gonna remove Govee. Gonna place a name on it. And now on Fuse, refresh. Let's go on plus ultra. Is just that one that actually is triggered? Let me see. Connection, I do place the fast mode on them, so it should be reacting to that. So it's just my light effects right now that it's reacting to the music. Maybe it's because it's a lower volume. Let me actually increase it, but I don't think so. Yeah, no, it's not. Kick point connect yet. What do you mean? You can trigger kick points over there. Yeah, we already did it. So let me go back to my default theme. I'm gonna stop my fuse. I'm gonna open my lights as well. There we go. Okay. Should we do something cool? Should we do a raid scene? Show you how to do a raid scene. We can cook a raid scene over here. Let me go in studio mode so I can add a scene. Raid. And now I can add a source, which is my camera. My kick point redeem doesn't work on kick when I sent them. Oh, did you send the kick redeem on kick and it didn't work? Can you try it again? Let me just check something. Yeah, it works. So the chatbot is activated. We actually just tested that out, to be honest. So if I open... Sorry. So if I open here and say skeleton dance, redeem. It works. And now we're gonna be playing twice because you redeemed it as well. I was most probably in the middle of saving something and Lumia went down and up again. So that worked. Okay, so let's create a raid scene. And I want to create another one. I'm gonna call this one camera tracker. And we're gonna see in a second what I'm gonna do with this one. So over here, I'm gonna add in the camera tracker, I'm gonna add a source. And inside this source, we're gonna be a clone of my camera. So we're gonna go again with the source clone. I love this this one. So face tracking. Okay. So in the source, we're gonna go and select our webcam Facecam Pro, which will gonna be my full camera, and that's gonna be fine. And inside here, I'm gonna go inside some filters. I'm gonna make my camera on full screen on this scene over here. You cannot see it, but I'm having like, when you click studio mode, you have two different scenes open at a time, and you can work on one scene while your audience are seeing the other scene. So I'm gonna go on filters over here. That's why I'm placing everything that I'm having on this side. And I want to have, let me think. I want to have NVIDIA AR move on this one. And what I want to do, it's track nose. Track nose. No, track face. And this is gonna be a move source. The scene will gonna be camera tracker, and this one will gonna be face tracking for source. On the property, boundary box, landmark, pose, expression, landmark, no, boundary box property. We're gonna go, no, not boundary box. It should be landmark, right? Yeah, it should be landmark. Let's use 1. We have position. I'm gonna make this one bigger so you can see the camera a bit better. So we have position X right now. So it should factor of 100 factor. Give me a second. Should be face. Boundary box. Boundary box. Track face left. Difference, easing, move out. This doesn't show. Let me actually go. I'm gonna add also microphone, and we're gonna go on full camera for a second, because I don't think it shows also the filters inside over there. So I'm gonna go and add my microphone over here, and I'm gonna have to go and add my song request as well over there, so you can still hear the music even if it's off screen. And I need to add also an audio output capture, which is my Lumiastream. And now we can actually go on that particular scene. So let's go to camera tracker for a second. So now you can still have my microphone, you can still have the song request and also the audio. And let's actually get ourselves small for now. And let's share the screen as well. Display capture, our display capture. Place the display capture below it, so we have it over there. And now what I want to do, not on display capture, but on the face tracking. Filters, not properties. Filters. So I want this NVIDIA AR move when it's activated to move my camera left and right when I move my face left and right. So track face, camera tracker. That's the current scene that we have. And now face tracking, it's our clone camera. And then we can have property position X. And now you can see if I move to the right, it moves to the right. If I move to the left, it's moved to the left. But I don't want to do that, okay? Because I want my nose, my face, to be exactly in the center, to be exactly in the same point when I'm moving around. So what you have to do is on the factor, I'm gonna go negative. Not there apparently. On this factor negative. Where is it? Boundary box boundary landmark. Okay. So difference factor should be minus. But I think over here, why it disappeared? Oh, I know why it disappeared. because it moved me a lot further to the right. So I need to place the difference over here, my entire width. So 2560. And now you see when I move to the right and I move to the left, it kind of stays in the same spot. My face, the camera is moving, but my face should be exactly in the same spot, and it's not really doing that right now. And what if I am making it full screen size? Okay, so it needs half of it. Now you can see that it's staying kind of where I am. It's not moving as good on this side, but I think it's because I need to make it a bit less. Or the thing is, I wanted to have it full screen anyway. So I'm moving more than I should. So I'm gonna go with minus 80%. Oh, not 800, but 80. No, needs to be 120. Okay, now I'm staying in the same spot. Good. So even if I make it, even if I make it smaller than this, no, when I make it smaller, it's becoming smaller. Okay, it needs to be full screen size. That's fine. So after we did that, we can go into the raid scene over here. And we're gonna include our current camera and we're gonna see what we're doing. So studio mode, we're gonna go raid scene. We're gonna go and add the, where is it? Scene. And here I'm gonna select the camera tracker. So I'm gonna have that thing over there. And we can actually go directly now. So if I go into the raid scene, I have exactly the same thing, but I can do a clone of camera tracker. So let's go with clone. Source clone. I'm gonna place here camera tracker. Well, no, let's go cam 1 because we're gonna have multiple of them, and this is gonna be the camera tracker. You can clone also scenes, not just sources. So camera tracker, there we go. So yeah, we're cloning that. We're gonna remove this one. Okay. And now with this one set up, we can actually crop it to have just our face. And now the effect looks a lot better, right? What if we're doing more of this and then animate them? So we can add another one and do a source clone, and then I'm gonna go cam 2, and over here we're not gonna use the audio because one, it's more than enough. Right now you hear me through the audio mixer from cam 1. And we're gonna go again with camera tracker. And now it created another full screen side source that we're gonna just overlap to the other one and crop it to the same size. And then just place it 2. Now we can have 4 and we're gonna fill the entire screen. Can you guys still hear me? I don't know if my audio still goes through. I hope so. Okay, perfect. So going on camera 3, cam 3, doing the same. This will not need the audio. And we're gonna go again on the camera tracker. So crop it, crop it. Let's overlap the first one and crop it the same size. Okay. And now I need to crop it a bit more so I can have room for another one, because otherwise we're gonna just remain out of space over there. And let's see if we can fit 4. The easiest way to do, I don't know why I didn't do that, we can open a calculator and do 2560 divided by 4. And then you need a width of 640. And now we can actually close this one. Oh no, save this one. And if you right click on it and click transform, edit transform, you're gonna find over here the size of it. Oh. So how much I need to crop it left and right to still have. So let's see. One, 3, 9, 1. Plus, oh, come on. 1, 3, 9, 1 plus 640. Okay. Minus minus 2560. 529. So this should be 529. Okay. And we're gonna go and do the same thing as well on the other ones. I'm gonna copy these 2 values and then we're gonna have exactly the amount for the other ones as well. So right click, edit transform, paste the 1391 over here, paste the 529 over here, close. And the last one, transform, edit, transform. 1391 by 529. Close. And now we have exact room for exactly another one. So we can add the source. I'm gonna go with source clone, cam 4, and click OK. Over here, we're gonna be again camera tracker, no audio, click OK. And we can just right click on it and go transform, edit transform, and just modify the cropping from the left and for the right. Okay, close. And now this one, we're gonna go exactly perfectly aligned on the other side. Oh, there we go. Now we're perfectly aligned on the other side. So we have a face tracking, but this will... Okay, you can do this, but we want to have like an animation when it's coming, right? So I'm gonna go and select all these groups, all these cameras, and I'm gonna make them in a group. So group selected items, and this is gonna be camera group. And we're gonna go inside the group and add filters. So we're gonna have, let's go with a move action filter. And we're gonna be start raid. And we're gonna leave it like that for now. Then for the next one, we're gonna have move action. Gonna say reset cam 1. And inside, oh, did I create an action? Oh, I created an action. So we're gonna go with move source, sorry, not move action. So reset cam 1. And inside here, we're gonna go source, it's already set cam 1. And this should be reset fast, so 0.3, it's fine. We're gonna get the transform for it, and we have the transform for it. We're gonna go duplicate this one for cam 2, for cam 3, and for cam 4. And let's just set the sources, get transform, cam 3, get transform, cam 4, get transform. So what this does, I can actually link them together, right? So I can say simultaneously move with cam 2, and next move is going to be cam 3, and cam 3 can instantly move with cam 4. So what that means after I'm creating all of this, if I am going and for example, I'm going and setting this one all the way down there, this one over here, then this one over here, then this one over here. And if I click on the reset, well, it's reset the entire thing, but not the... So I think I'm gonna have to remove them from a group. Okay. Let's go and copy the filters. Copy filters, and let's ungroup it. Well, actually not ungroup it. Let's place it on the raid scene itself. So filters, paste, move bottom right. Raid scene, filters. I cannot paste filters. So copy filters. Doesn't have the option to paste filters. I can paste filters only for the sources, but I cannot go and place it on the scenes. That's bad. I have to redo it. Okay, so ungroup. And I'm gonna have to do it inside the scene. Gonna be basically the same thing, so I'm sorry for this. So reset cam 1. And then let's place everything in, but it's already set. So duplicate, reset cam 2, duplicate, reset cam 3, and duplicate and reset cam 4. Okay, so now we can place it to cam 4, cam 3, cam 2. Let's simultaneously move cam 2 and then call cam 3. Now we're gonna reset automatically with cam 4. Okay, so now it's triggering, as you can see, in that order. And if I move them around, now since they're not in a group, they're gonna just reset as we want to, just to have the scene all the way back. And now we're gonna have we're gonna have other move sources. So move cam 1, and then let's just duplicate it. And the same thing, we're gonna actually use cam 1, cam 2, cam 3, and cam 4. And for example, I want this one to move. Well, nah, we had to do the other way around. So reset. Okay, I'm gonna hide all of my cameras for a second. So let me place this one on the top side. This one on the bottom. And this one back on the top. Here we go. And now just get a transform for all of them. And then I want cam 1, which is here, to move all the way up and get position. Cam 2 to go all the way down and get transform. Cam 3 to go all the way here, get transform, and cam 4, that's fine. And we want these ones to go a bit slower, so we're gonna place it like 600 milliseconds. So it's still gonna be quite fast, I think, even for that. So if I reset them and then call them, we can call them in different orders, like cam 1 can call the next one to be cam 4, and then cam 2 and cam 4 after it's setting to go on cam 2, and cam 2 we're gonna instantly trigger cam 3. So if I do it now, that'll gonna happen. And you can create, like, you can go crazy with it. I was just wanting to show you what I meant, and I can show you also inside this scene, because you saw that we started over here. If I go on the scene itself, and if I go on filters, I have something similar created for the entrance that we had on the video. So basically, if I reset everything, where is it? Remove starting soon. Reset. We were in this one. Starting soon. Where are these things? Oh, we placed so many things on top of it because that's happening. So if I remove the display camera, you see that I have my thing over there, right? Now everything gets reset and all in place. It looks like one thing, but as you can see over here, I have bottom left, bottom right, center right, top left, and center left. And if I start the sequence, this will gonna happen. And then if I reset it, well, I didn't reset everything. There you go. So yeah, that's what we did with this thing. And I just cooked it up in like half an hour before the stream. Just wanted to have something really cool to actually like starting from scratch for you guys. But yeah, if you like it, leave a thumbs up, on YouTube if you're watching us there, and also leave a comment if you want to see me creating or doing or explaining something else that we have on Lumia. We are having on the next month, we're gonna place on our social one feature that you guys that we know about that most people were not using, most likely. So we're gonna try to show features every single day of November. As well, there's some cool things that are happening on November, so keep your eyes peeled. Is there a VOD of you making a kick channel point redeem? Yes, it is, Camviews. Well, not a VOD like just doing channel point, but there is also a tutorial on how to do it. So I can share you a video on how to place channel points on Kick as well. But we can actually do that right now. So let's do it. So you see that I have already a Kick channel point over here. So let's go and place a HUD effects because it's pretty nice. No, 9.0 should be coming in December. Beta will gonna come sooner for sure. So I don't know what to place. I'm gonna place this one, mission passed. Okay. So I'm gonna use this one. We're gonna place it as a kick point command. And we're gonna leave it to GTA mission passed. Make sure you copy this thing. Place your amount of points that you want to place it over there. And click done. After that, you're gonna have to open your kick. And inside kick on your channel, so you're gonna have to go inside your channel settings over here, and then inside the community you can go on channel points, create a command, place a name, make it cost 100. Well, let's make it 50, and choose a color. Unfortunately, they do not have like a way to set images on it, so we're gonna go like that. And after you're going inside your commands and kick points, you're gonna see it. Well, my camera it's actually showing on top of that. You're gonna have click to link over here. So if you click it, you'll see that my points was set to 100, but we set on kick, we set it to 50. So when I link it, we're gonna modify this one to 50 as well. So I clicked it. Synchronize points with kick. And for some reason, it's GTA mission passed. You have to place exactly the name as you have it in Lumia. So that's why it didn't work. So let's edit this one and place exactly like it is on Lumia side. So update. And now again, when I go here and click, automatically the points set to 50. And if somebody goes into my stream and redeems it, it shows over here. And I redeem it. That shows. So it's a bit trickier than the one that we have on Twitch, because on Twitch the API allows us to automatically create the redemption on their side as well. But on Kick side, it's currently limited. Hopefully they're gonna be creating that soon, and we're not gonna have this struggle on how to create a Kick channel point redemption. So yeah, that's how you do it. And yeah, like I said, let us know if you want to have things, if you want us to continue with this scene collection that we have created right now and go like a series and just add to the stream until we have it like presentable. This is like a normal stream. It's like somebody that you are seeing on the web. And it doesn't really have overlays, so we could actually go ahead and create overlays, create move transitions, switch from one place to another, make it for a presentation mode and stuff like that. But yeah, let us know. We'll definitely gonna continue if you are hitting those thumbs up buttons and placing comments inside that YouTube stream as well. I'm Radu, and I love it over here. Hope you do too. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Be positive, support each other, and have a luminous day. Bye, everybody. Let me actually know, before we go, I always tend to forget. To rate people. Let's go ahead and see who is currently live on Twitch. And let us see who is live as well on Kick. Because we're gonna have to do a double raid. So we have Luminestra, and I think Luminestra we're gonna get, well, we're gonna go on both of our, but I cannot do that. If I go on both of them, we have our support. They are on the marketing side, our Luminestra and Q-Man Bean, which Q-Man was also on TwitchCon this year. I don't know whom should I actually raid, guys. Luminestra is playing Fortnite. Let's actually see it. She's playing some Fortnite. And Q-Man Bean, it's in a chicken suit. So I think I'm gonna do both. Okay, I'm gonna do both. Q-Man Bean and Luminestra all will be on Kick. So raid. Okay, and here it's host, right? Let me copy the user. I'm terrible on this thing. If you know better ways to do it, let me know. All right, but have a luminous day, everybody. See you on the next one. Bye.